Okay, folks, here I am. I'm speaking from Jerusalem. We are in Jerusalem, me and a friend of mine. That friend of mine, we were yesterday at the HaKotel in Jerusalem, in the HaKotel. And this friend of mine had a vision, and we talked it over, and we both thought it was worthy to tell the whole world, the whole nation, everybody actually. And but this friend of mine is a little bit shy and doesn't want to come in the picture. Well, I'm making videos for many years already, so I'm not afraid to share this with you. I am here in a hostel, by the way. I'm not going to tell you which hostel, doesn't matter. That means that there also it may be noisy once in a while if people pass by, or don't get disturbed by that, because that's the nature of hostels here in Jerusalem. So and I try to make this message as quickly as possible without interruption, I hope. I pray for that this video will not be interrupted in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. And but I'm going to share that video, that vision. And we think it's yesterday. It was Rosh Hashana, the first day of the new year, and as such, we went to the HaKotel. And during being there, this friend of mine received this vision, and I'm sharing that with you. Okay, it was in the HaKotel. In the first place, there was a rabbi who was teaching about the history of Rosh Hashana, where it came from, and so on. In that vision, there were about 15 to 20 youngsters, not so old people, from around 30. Am I correct? Yeah. And he was teaching them about Rosh Hashanah. We saw she saw that these people, these youngsters, were sleeping in all kinds of positions, and this way and in this way and that way, but they were all sleeping or laying on the ground, etc. And I will come back to that later, because when we left the HaKotel, something happened also, and they were sleeping in all kinds of positions. And slowly, some of them became awake, woke up. 4 or 5 of this group of people, and they said something in Hebrew, which is not known to this friend of mine what they said, because it was Hebrew. It was, but then also a horse, the horse with the death on it, on a vale. A horse, on a horse that is black, and with a scary guy with a big sword or sword-like object, and he killed the other person that was sleeping, and so blood was flowing all over the plain of the HaKotel area. And he only struck those people who were sleeping, those youngsters who were sleeping. And so the streets in front of the wall, the western wall, colors red. And she was very upset about it, and still is upset about it. Okay. But there were after that, 2 men came with very extremely white robes and white garments, and they walked over that place, but they said nothing. They just walked over there. And but the garment and the people were very old, as if maybe hundreds of or thousands of years old. They looked, their appearance, but they were very radiant white. They were very white. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Okay. And they said nothing. They just walked over there. Then there was on the HaKotel, there was an earthquake, a terrible earthquake, due to which the rock of the dome on the rock, the Islamic is their Islamic temple, was descending into the earth, and also the HaKotel wall was splitting into 2, and the dome of the dome of the rock, it went down. And then a big trumpet, a shofar or a trumpet, was sounding very before something else happened. There was a temple arising, a very beautiful temple arising, such as we never have seen before. And but before that, the sound of the trumpet could be heard. And then the temple came. And let me see. And but there was a very big earthquake. Um, well, and this was the trumpet may have sounded in such a way that most probably, and that's what my friend thought, that the whole world was able to hear it, at least in her way of thinking about it. So this is and then the vision ended. So well, we both thought, we discussed it over yesterday, and when we were walking from on the way back, we came from the Ha-Kotel, and she was very troubled about this vision. So she sat down for a moment and tried to grasp it from, man, all those killings, and so it was very emotional, intense. So she had to process it for a while, and she sat down for a while. And after 1.5 hours or so, we left the hotel plane and we went home, or back to the hostel where we are. But during that, when walking on one of these stairs, and that's what I want to share you also, is that there was a person laying asleep on one of those stairs, or a plane in between some stairs. And she had the feeling from God's way, that she had to wake him up. And I went along. I thought, hey man, something is wrong with the guy. I mean, did he fall? Did he have a seizure, or did he have how do you call it? If you have a moon sickness, or whatever, hoe noemen ze dat ook weer in Nederlands? Maanziek, epileptic thing. So we thought, hey, what happened to the guy? But he was apparently sleeping on that thing in between the stairs. There was stone stairs. If you know the HaKotel, there are many stairs over there, and some planes where you can walk level. And he was laying on the level plane. But this friend of mine, she woke him up. And that, to my interpretation, that is that the vision is confirmed in that action. And we woke him up, and he was, "Oh, don't touch me," and stuff like that. So that's how he responded, and he walked away. But it was physically confirmed what happened in the vision. So that's my thought about it. I mean, that guy could have slept all over Jerusalem, but no, he was on our way back to the hostel. So well, this is what the vision encompassed. We don't know exactly yet what it means, but it seems to point back to the Revelation thing. The two witnesses, most probably, the vale horse, the horse which represents the death, and so on, and killing people, and that's what also in the vision was encompassed. There was something that I want to share also. Well, today is the new year of after Rosh Hashana, and there's some festivities coming to pass. What I also want to share is that it is known that this friend of mine, a lady friend of mine, has had more visions in her life that shortly afterwards became true, and that may range from days to weeks to months, or maybe at the most a year. Or there was an example of that it became true only after 4 years. But mostly it's relatively close after that she had the vision. So this is what I want to share. I think it's very valuable, and but she feels not comfortable in telling it herself on a video like this, so that's why I'm doing it for her. Okay, thanks for watching. If you have some thoughts about it, in the first place, you can respond, but be in a polite way, I request. And if you have some interpretation of this vision, please share it. And okay, we'll keep doing this, sharing this kind of visions if needed, if we think it's appropriate. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time. Hasta la vista. From Jerusalem. We are in Jerusalem. Okay. See you next time. Bye bye. God bless you. From Jerusalem.